Paying me, they ain't paying us shit.
To
What is going on, guys? This is the Men of the Metaverse podcast. I am Brandon, aka Beast Dad. I'm here with my best friend Lewis from My Life, My Money Media. Lewis, how you doing today?
I'm doing great. See, can I get back to my 20 days working 7 days a week? I want to kind of do that, but I don't know.
We are older, right? Right.
Yeah, why am I stuff? Do I look darker over here?
Yeah, it don't look like you got as much light, but it doesn't look bad.
Like I always saying, like I always had on.
Yeah, but I thought you were trying to set the mood.
Nah,
For
for who?
the podcast. Got your chain on. Yeah.
Nah, there ain't none of that.
You're trying to tap in with our ladies, lady audience out there, because we have had a lot of people comment on some of our videos that we reposted, and people going back and forth, giving us good feedback about some of the advice we had about black men not having kids and the ones having kids and that kind of dynamic. So we appreciate everybody commenting.
Thank you. We really appreciate that.
But we do want to talk about one woman. Her name is Brittany Renner. Louis, are you familiar with Brittany Renner?
I understand she was a volleyball player. Yes.
She might have been a volleyball player and had a professional volleyball player. I guess you can, right?
They have that in the Olympics. I imagine.
Yeah, they have it in the Olympics.
Oh, that maybe a full-time job. You never know.
You never know. But I guess she got famous because she was at a Kentucky game, and she was dating one of the players or seeing one of the players at the time. Do you agree with that? And they thought it was kind of weird, and like she was scouting him.
Nah, she was just doing what women do.
And what is that? Some women, all women.
Pick the best option.
Okay. With what she has, I guess, is that what you're trying to say? She was using what she had to get the best option available.
And some people are more. Well, everybody's what's it called? Optimistic.
Optimistic, yeah, about their chances with love. Okay.
No, with everything. Everybody with everything buys like that, but some people are more than others.
Right. And I guess, depending on what you're chasing, she may have been chasing love. We're not sure, but Louis, I'm not saying athletes you can't find love. That's what she said. That's what she says now. We got to go by what she says. But what is the statistics of somebody dating an athlete? Do you think generally you have a good chance if you're looking for love and you want somebody to be monogamous?
That's a dumbass question, Brendan. Does answer.
Is it? Go ahead.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Because an athlete is out of 1,000 people, you got one person's an athlete. so
okay.
On at least on a professional level, we'll say college is a professional level now. You ain't gonna find one. So that's it. That's why I say it's a dumb question.
Okay, so you're saying it's not a dumb question. I mean, you're saying it is a dumb question because finding an athlete is rare already. So don't even worry about that part of it. But I think some people rather have love over money. So that's why I asked you that. If she's looking for love and not really concerned with money, because that's one of the things she was saying saying later on. Go ahead.
Okay, have romance without finance. That's what the people say, right?
Right. But how much finances do you need?
Well, hold on. Allegedly, they said you need a roof over your head to have a baby. But a lot of people having babies with no roofs over their head. It's somebody else's roof.
Or they might not own the roof. Yeah. Huh? They might not own the roof. Or
they said you need a car to have a child, but a lot of people having kids with no cars. How they getting supplies what they need, brother?
Well, I guess Jesus will make a way, right?
Yeah, that's why I said they say no romance without finance. That's a lie. That's just a plain lie. Right. Yeah. So what you about to say?
We're just leading up to just kind of breaking down. I'm pretty sure everybody's familiar with Brittany Renner, and she had a baby with an NBA player, and they were dating. I guess she thought he was going to be faithful, and turning out he cheated, and they ended up breaking up. And
allegedly,
of course.
Did he say that?
I'm not sure if he said that, but if you ask him, he may tell you. He may tell the truth and be like, I just didn't want to be with her, because I think now he's with somebody else, got a big contract. But
who broke up with who? Do you know that?
We don't know that. We if we did some research, we would probably get into it, but that's not this type of show. We don't care too much about the gossip or the juicy details like that per
well, I'm
se.
gonna say this about man.
Go ahead.
Statistically, guys don't break up, especially if
You
you have
don't think so? Well,
especially
okay,
if you have a child.
yeah.
Because I was watching a wonderful person broadcast. Wonderful
Right.
people means European.
Okay.
I was watching a wonderful person broadcast, and one of the professors on there said when guys get married and have a kid, they put the wife and the kid like in the same box. They all together.
Yeah.
With a woman, when they get married and have a kid, you got the kid over here and you got the husband over here. If she leaves, she said, I ain't breaking up. I just take that kid and leave.
And go. Right.
Yeah. So when you have a man that looks at the child and the wife as a whole, sometimes when that man leaves, he was like, I ain't supporting that no more. Because I ain't with her. I ain't with that no more.
Right. But is that right? You think that's right?
On which level? To kick the man out the house?
No, the other one. Where if a man's like, I'm not with her anymore, that's not my concern.
No, you're supposed to take care of, you're supposed to be accountable for your actions.
Correct. Just making sure we're on the same page. And like I say, how do you feel about the woman? The woman shouldn't, like, I want to leave, I'm gonna take the kid, but they give more rights to the woman and she has more control over those kind of situations. But you can't let the courts or the woman take control of the baby like that. You got to be in your kid's life no matter what you do. If you cheat or whatever, that child is still partly your responsibility.
Now, it may be the woman want the child to get back at your ass or keep you involved in their lives.
Right.
Because as you see around this, man, why my screen is getting darker, man? It's dark. But as you see, a lot of people like drama. A lot of XX chromosomes like drama.
Okay.
No, the women XX, right?
I can't remember. We're gonna go with it. I think the XY is us.
Okay, yeah. The XX chromosomes like a lot of drama. So you got shows like Housewives of Atlanta, Housewives of New Jersey, Housewives, Basketball Wives, and
Bad Girls Club. All those.
What's those shows mainly about, Brady?
Women fighting and arguing.
So drama.
Drama.
What kind of shows do not black guys do man like?
What kind of shows men like? We like comedy. We like sports. We like those kind of things.
Is that drama?
No, not necessarily. But do you think more men are into drama and stuff that's going on the internet? It is swaying a little bit. I would say that. I
think man that has a lot of female influences in their life is into that drama stuff.
Right.
So that's what I think. And
I agree.
They'll grow up like to fight, like to get in some mess. Oh, what we getting into?
Right.
And robbing people. You got money in your pocket, but you robbing people. You know what I'm saying? So that's female drama. Man, put that scream. Hold on. Put that scream up. So what happened? What's going on with this picture, Brandon?
I saw a little bit of the podcast. Like I said, I don't know if the full version is out yet, but when the clips that I saw, she seemed like she was a little intoxicated and talking about how people have her wrong, and she was really looking for love. She really sounded hurt, and I think a lot of women like to project that, oh, I got a baby, I can take care of myself, I'm gonna be okay. I'm going through some things, but I'm gonna be all right. I don't necessarily need a partner, XYZ, but then you get alcohol in them, and they kind of, I think she was throwing water on the hose. She ended up jumping on top of Charleston White.
Boy, I tell the ladies, don't throw no water on me, pour water on me, think I just go sit there. You got to be careful. I don't know how I react.
Right.
I'm not gonna swing no fist, I tell you that.
Right. But is that a behavior okay? Is that just being toxic, like what Glorilla said?
No, that's being all these people on here are entertainers.
Okay.
Brittany Spears, whoever her name, Brittany Spears, Brittany Renner. She's an entertainer.
Okay.
That's all she is. So you see how she holding that mic? She doing that for views. She jumped on Charlie White because she knows she could beat him up. She's doing that on views. She pointing at people. She just trying to, with people.
But is that healthy though? Like, always chasing views. That you think that is healthy? Okay.
That's how she pays the bills. So if she don't chase those views, how she go eat those poker beans at night?
I hear you, but long term, like doing stuff like that, always continuing drama, continuing doing toxic stuff on the internet.
What's toxic? This could be scripted, Brandon.
It could be scripted, but it lives forever, especially when you're a parent. Would you want your wife or somebody that had a child with you doing this on the internet?
So you sound like Nikki Palmer's baby daddy.
Who is Nikki Palmer?
Usher and Nikki. No, Keke Palmer.
Somebody wearing a sexy dress and somebody riding somebody showing their underwear. I hear what she is.
You can't do like this. So
you saying this is acceptable?
She could do what she want to.
She can do what she want to, but I'm just saying, is this a standard? Should this be a standard, or should this be something that's frowned upon?
She could do what she want to. She got to check her man.
Right, you're right, but that's not necessarily the problem. But I think that's what a lot of people are doing. They do. Everybody can't do what we want to do in this world. Like everything you do has consequences. Everything you do will stick with you long run. Like somebody might see this and they might not want to do business with her, or they might want to do business with her, depending on what kind of business it is. So your actions do matter. And like I say, she's do you think, we talked about Glorilla having money, do you think Brittany Renner has money, or she has money coming in? I think she does. But
I bet she probably get $15,000 a month,
and that's what I'm saying.
And child support.
Right. I think she said she gets $3,000 a month in child support, but we know that doesn't go a long way, especially if you're traveling and you're doing a bunch of stuff and you live in a certain lifestyle, right?
$3,000, okay.
For you, yeah.
She's a.
Go ahead.
She
got makeup. She got
live off of those $3,000 a month.
No, you can't. I'm just. That's what I'm saying. Especially with her income and the things she needs to, hair, outfits. She got to do stuff for, her pictures. She got to go take pictures, do all this stuff. That's not any money. That money's gone every month, and take care of the child or find child care for the child. So
I was about to say something. I forgot what I was about to say.
I know what we were just talking about. Does she have to keep doing this? Is this a good look for her?
Yes. I guess she need to invest some money, right? And this is how she make her money off entertainment.
Right.
That's it. You'll figure out that some of these YouTubers, they get all this cash flow in, but they don't turn the cash flow into money generating access.
Yeah, and I agree. Or they're just thinking short-sighted, and you got to keep doing certain things to get the attention that you had. You're trying to reinvent the wheel, but if you're doing something that's like I said, just doing something regular every day, being consistent, building and following that way, I think that's the smarter way to go. Because I think this way, we talk about mental health, and we talk about how younger generation is a little weaker than maybe me and you are, or the people older than us. Like, this kind of stuff is going to affect her. Being talked about in the media is going to affect her. She's broken down and cried and done videos in the past in the car talking about how hard life is. She was drunk on a podcast and kind of acted the ass. I think she's going to have a hard time dealing with the backlash behind that too.
How you know she was drunk?
You can tell, but how you play the video? Because I've been alive long. I've been around.
How you know she has the problem, Brandon?
Well, number one, with shows like this, they will give you alcohol because they want to loosen you up. And I know how she sounds when she's sober on a podcast. She knows how to conduct herself and speak well, if you want to say. But if
you go to the Soul Circus, ain't people gonna act like a clown once they get on stage?
Yeah, you can. But you can hear the drunk slur when people talk, and we know what that sounds like. Okay, they could probably see alcohol in the video. I mean, in this podcast room too. But we can pull it. But I'm just saying, you think she wasn't sober, or I'm not saying this is not an act or this is not part of the show, because that could be possible. That could be true. I mean,
I think she came on the show prepared to do what she was about to do from the get-go.
Okay.
And she got me and you talking about it.
And that's what I'm saying. So you think that's the way to go? Maybe other people should do this, or you, like I say, I think sometimes trends they work. Being toxic works, being a hoe works, but it's short term, and Go ahead,
Brandon. What's a streetwalker?
What's a streetwalker? Prostitute?
Okay, would a prostitute find more clients walking on the street or reading a book at the library?
Walking on the street.
And that's exactly what she's doing. She went on a podcast. She's strutting her stuff, so she'll have more opportunity to make money.
But is it just cut and dry as that, or is some other stuff going on too? Like when you walk in the street, is your life in danger? Are you on drugs to try to deal with what you have to do? You know, it's not just, I'm doing a job, I'm making money. Like a lot of stuff goes along with that.
And Brandon, obviously, since the last time she's been on the scene, she probably lost 15 to 20 pounds.
For sure. Right.
So she's trying to make a comeback. And this is
it's not funny, but I thought about that too. I did think about that too.
And this is her stepping stone.
Okay.
The only problem, I don't want to shoot her down now, but when you get past 30, if you lose 10 to 20 pounds, you still look like a 30-year-old something person.
Right.
So you can see her jawline, but she don't look like a 22-year-old.
Right. And that's a thing in the industry. Like she was running things for a while, but you start to get older. You have a baby, like you're gonna start to fizzle out a little bit. People are still gonna recognize you, but it's always an up and coming person that's looking to take your spot. That's just how the game goes. So then you have to start reverting to stuff like what she's doing now.
If I was her, I'd be behind a newscast or camera or something like that, just talking in the screen.
Right. I think sometimes she don't have a podcast, but people don't want to take this slow grind and do it the right way. They want to jump and do it instantly. They want to respark their career instantly because the bill's probably there. So you ain't got no choice.
Her bills,
but like I say, it worked.
Taken care of. Her baby daddy ain't gonna let nothing happen to the house.
You think so?
Yeah, I know so.
Mm-hmm.
He giving that woman money on the side.
Why do you think she did that? Because she wants to make her own money.
Did which one? This?
Yeah. If it's a stunt, like we say,
her name is dying down, Brandon. She has to get her name back up in the air, just like Charles White. Charles White was dead for 6 months.
Right.
I hope he paid for that big old house and had income coming in, that big old pretty old house he got.
Yeah. But and that's a good point you brought up, Charleston White. Do you think he is dying down a little bit? Okay. So
a whole lot.
Yeah. But so what do you think? Like I say, you see him do antics and it'll shoot back up and then it'll come back down.
And you saw the antics he's did, dressed up in a boxing outfit.
Because he was supposed to box somebody, but end up pepper spraying him, right?
He's an activist. What he's doing in the boxing match.
Yeah.
That's what he does. He had his 1 year. So I hope he turned that money of that year into stuff he can live off of and go back to your regular life.
Yeah.
What's that? Fresh and Fit?
Fresh and Fit, yeah.
They lost their monetization, and the next episode they were selling credit cards.
Are you serious?
They were selling credit. Hey guys, hit the link below and get this credit card. I use this credit card.
You gotta be lying.
Brandon, hit this Chase credit card. And you know when they hit it, they probably get 5%.
Right.
Hit this Chase credit card below. And those guys was professional, man. Why they didn't do their money right?
Yeah. Well, one of them was an FBI agent, and I'm not sure what the other one was, but
now when you say FBI agent, you mean work at the office? Come on now, Brandon, because you got somebody sweeping on floors over there. They FBI too. Shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
FBI agent, he come up here look like Osama bin Laden, talking about I'm undercover. Man, get your butt up out of here. Well, this is America, Jack. We don't look like that. You know, we know you undercover. If he ain't buying no bombs or nothing, no bombs or some what the dust is, Brandon, anthrax. You know, if he was selling that, we'll believe him.
Look, you can't say that. That's funny though.
I didn't. What did I say? What did I say?
You trying to jokingly stereotype him, saying people that look like him, they got bombs and anthrax.
He come up in the hood. What's up, homie? What come here with you? Yeah. So yeah, he could go over covering those schools like University of Alabama, University of South Carolina, Penn State. He can go on to cover those situations. But he can't go nowhere. He can't go nowhere else. They think he was an exchange student or something. So you know, the other guy, I don't know what the other guy is, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
I can't go. He messed up. I can't go back to my job because I cursed women out and talked to them bad.
Right. but you know, like I say, I guess people think they're always gonna have the money coming in. It's gonna be even more money. So let's just keep dumping money into what we're doing and just spend it.
But don't he look like he's selling some bombs? Well, okay, let me quit.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just thinking how his face look.
And we're joking, but like he came from black people, so we're just taking another jab at them because you know they say they don't talk to black girls, and you know they're trying to put us down. You know how they do, and they did some KKK stuff too, so it's all in fun.
And Brandon, watch this. If a person get caught stealing some chicken wings, who don't say the race, say the academic. Who you think they is?
Beautiful people.
All right. If a person get caught for money laundering, in New York City, the vice president.
They're wonderful people.
All right. If a person get caught going to the airplanes trying to fly something,
amazing people or magical people.
Okay, yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
we all
we all stereotype, right?
It's truths in it. And if they ban us, they need to ban every Boondocks channel. They need to ban 50% of the YouTube stuff.
So is stereotypes, is that wrong to do? Is it wrong to stereotype somebody or profile them? It's not wrong, but you can be wrong, right? Stereotyping somebody.
Guys, speaking on stereotyping, no, it's not wrong. I got some evidence. I'm gonna post. I don't know this to get us kicked off, but I want to post a video to show women how to tell if a guy is bisexual. Easy.
It's easy.
Not all of them, but you can tell some of them.
I got you.
And all of them got the same traits.
Yeah. And usually people do have the same traits.
Keep talking, Brandon.
But why is that? Like certain people have certain traits.
That's one of the traits, but we'll talk about that. But keep going.
But back to like what we talked about before with girls with different color hair or piercings or the boots you wear, all that stuff. You can profile people, and you're maybe about 80% of the time you'll be right on somebody.
You're right. It's we got the people who like that tend to often like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what it is. You know, if a man got skinny jeans on, his underwear showing with one of those ski masks that come up right here, and it's 90 degrees outside, you know not to mess with him.
Right, correct.
Yeah, don't mess with him. That man guy showing his butt. His underwear out and got ski mask on. It's 90 degrees outside.
Right.
What they call them now, Brandon?
What, the Pooh Shiesty mask?
Yeah, with them skip all like this. Right. Man, they need to ban those. Man.
But that's how you know we're older. You know, back in the day, if that came out when we was younger, we would be all on it, maybe. But we wouldn't say we need to ban that.
Brandon, are you trying to get shot, Brandon?
What do you mean?
No, back in the day, if you had one of those on, that means you about to rob somebody.
Right. But you remember the ski. Right, you remember the ski mask? Did you have one of those ski masks where you pull it all the way down and just had the eyes? I think you did.
Brad, you didn't go to no store like that.
No, you don't go to no store like that.
You had to be standing at the bus stop while it's snowing. That's all the way you had it.
Right, because you couldn't go in no store like that. They'll shoot you if you come in the store like that.
And you had to be standing still with snowfall on the ground, and you got a big coat on.
Right.
Because the wind got to be blowing 10 miles per hour to the left.
Right. But I think COVID and people wearing masks, they kind of promoted us wearing those kind of masks, making it okay somehow. Because if you have a store, somebody come in with one of the masks on, it's 90 degrees outside. It's a little odd.
Yeah. The first time when COVID came out, I wore a mask inside the store. This before masks came out. This is when you tied the bandana around your head. I walked in the store. I said, "Don't shoot! Don't shoot!" I mean, that was back in March 2020.
Yeah, it was a little weird.
Yeah. You come in there after I had the bandana. They didn't have no respirators out back then. And it wasn't a myth. That version of COVID would kill you. So that's all I'm saying. That version, and the virus had to learn not to kill people, or I won't be around. So it changed. It just messed you up now.
Lord,
messed up 10%. Yeah, that first COVID. Taking you out, Brandon.
Right.
People were dying 10,000 a day. They were dying. I'm telling you. They say, "Oh, shoot." But
why are we laughing?
Because it's the truth, Brandon. It's the truth. People, I'm telling you, during that time, on that
the
original virus, people they'll go online. God is with us. Don't believe it. Right. And they'll be dead the next week. That version, boy, that came straight from them labs.
Right.
That version took you out.
Right. And, they don't really talk about that part of it, but what kind of video you got for us to break down?
Do you know who this guy, Brandon, is?
Mitch McConnell? Yeah, I've heard of him.
All right, you know what he done yesterday?
No, what did he do?
Let's check it out.
Troubling incident for Mitch McConnell.
You hear?
What are your thoughts on running for re-election in 2026?
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
Then the 81-year-old Senate minority leader stood silent. An aide steps in.
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026?
Still just a blank expression.
All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute. Senator Benny.
A member of his security detail comes forward.
Okay.
Somebody else have a question? Please speak up.
Last month, McConnell froze for 23 seconds before being escorted away. He returned shortly after, telling reporters, "I'm fine."
Senator.
Now, another freeze. We spoke to neurologist Dr. Leah Kroll.
It's clear that a neurologic event of some kind happened, and for it to happen more than once is worrisome.
President Biden was asked about the McConnell incident today.
He's a good friend, and so I'm going to try to get in touch with him later this afternoon.
All right, Brandon, do you feel sorry for this guy?
Do I feel sorry for him? No, I feel sorry for us because we got somebody like this in the damn Senate. but Biden went to sleep. Recently they tried to act like he wasn't asleep. He was just thinking about something or praying. Biden be going to sleep. He's got some real mental issues going on, and
they don't call these. It's medical.
It's medical. Either way, it's just weird how we just elect older people to have these jobs, and we don't know what's on their mind or what kind of way they want to vote. But
we know what's on his mind. I'm gonna tell you about this man, but
what's on his mind?
Let's watch this right quick. Here's from last month.
The NDA this week has been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of
look at they just. It's not funny, but
Brandon, if you know what this man done to black people.
Well, can you break some of that down?
All right, Mitch McConnell right here.
Mm-hmm.
His sole job, in my opinion, was to continue this Nixon theology.
Okay.
That black people are worse, bad, and let's keep wonderful people in power.
Right.
Case in point, when Donald Trump was president, this guy, his mission during his presidency was to fill all federal judges' seats with conservative white men.
White people. No.
To fill all the Supreme Court seats with conservative people. So when laws come up that try to change or move America, they got to get through these very powerful,
wonderful
people to pass. And these seats do not expire. They change when somebody dies or resign.
Right.
During the Obama years, this gentleman, Obama got elected. The first day he got elected, this man said, my number one job is to make this guy a one-term president. Let's hear it.
Our top political priority over the next 2 years should be to deny President Obama a second term.
All right. Now, Brandon, before I get to that, now watch his expressions when they ask him this question.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Their dads were great-great-grandfathers were slave owners in Alabama before the Civil War, and has that revelation caused you to change your position on reparations?
You know, I find myself once again in the same position as President Obama. We both oppose reparations, and we both are the descendants of slaveholders.
Now, what she was saying, you know, your grandparents was descendant of slave, or did you see that smile?
Right, he started
George
smiling
on his face.
Right, and tried to hide it a little bit, but
yes.
Right.
Is that something to be bragging about, Brandon?
No, it is if that's what it is. If that's how you really feel, you want us enslaved.
This is the same man that said blacks vote just as much as Americans. So
wonderful people.
Wonderful people. But no, he said Americans. But he separated American and black. And his policies was trying to keep beautiful people in always in a second class position.
Yeah.
And his policies, this man could die tomorrow. Hope he goes to hell. His policies will be good, strong for about 60 more years. That's strong to keep a minority group of people in power, controlling everything.
And keep us down.
To keep us down. President Obama, I don't too much like the guy. Well, I don't dislike him. He really do nothing. Yeah. He had 2 years to do stuff. Everything else was blocked by this man here. President Obama, so the weakness of President Obama, he had the opportunity to select a Supreme Court judge, Brandon. And this guy right here, Mitch McConnell, said, President, your office going to be up in a year.
Mm-hmm.
Give these people, give the new president or the people opportunity to pick who they want to.
Right.
President Obama agreed with it and let it go.
But that's what I'm saying. Do you think he was scared? Do you think they had stuff on him? Because he just kind of played it safe this whole presidency.
Well, President Obama was soft, man.
Mm.
He's soft. So he was a plug. Somebody plugged him up, you know. And you can't it won't never be a beautiful vice president, beautiful president that is 100% beautiful.
Right.
I mean, American homegrown beautiful.
Right.
Because imagine if I be president, I get up in there. I do.
You gone.
No, I do 98% of what the regular president does, but I'll go help out that 2%.
Right.
You know, I'll go help out that 2%, and they'll probably have to kill me too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'll be out of there. They'll make sure they get you out of there.
Because the president don't run anything. It's other people run it.
Yeah.
So
did you see what Biden was saying? Not trying to skip over this, but did you see how Biden was saying, "Don't worry, I got your back. I'm gonna be taking care of the Americans. I know things are hard right now, but I haven't forgotten about you."
Who are you talking about?
He said a tweet. He sent a tweet out to Americans. So do you feel like he's going to be doing something? This is just to try to start his campaign for the next election.
Biden said this man is his friend.
Mm-hmm.
I just told you about this man habits.
Right.
That tells you who Biden really is. He wants one demographic to has all the control.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't believe that man. Even though he may be my boss, we can't believe that man.
Right. But like I say,
I did vote for him though. So if
right,
right.
So and like I said, I voted for Biden too, but I guess I just didn't think it was going to be this bad. And well, you're not saying you have to talk about who you're going to vote for this time, but are you going to be voting for Biden? Are you going to be voting for Trump? Maybe if he's on the ballot, or are you just undecided?
I go vote for whoever reaches out to me and say, I'm going to do this.
For your people, to beautiful
No. I'm going to vote. Actually, that's wrong. I'm going to vote to any candidate that says, wherever Lewis say I could do exactly what he says. That's who I'm voting for.
Okay, I got you.
Did that ever happen?
No.
So we'll need to vote, do we?
No.
But you have to be careful. Voting is very powerful.
It
because your local people, you know, they ain't really gonna do nothing for you, but sometimes local people do make a difference.
Yeah. So do you think it's best to just mail in a vote, go vote to the polls, or don't vote at all? Because if everybody doesn't vote, we definitely don't have a say so. Just to end this topic, what you think? What would you tell our audience? Should we vote?
I would tell your audience, do what's in your best interest. Okay. And it don't make a difference mailing in your vote or voting in person. It's most likely it's all gonna get counted if you fill it out correctly.
Okay, I thought you was gonna say it was not gonna get counted. But go ahead.
Brad, it's only one president that tried to stop that.
And who was that?
That was Donald Trump.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I'm just messing with you.
So let's do here. The election's in November. That July
and which time? Because they were saying when he won, it was an issue.
No,
when he lost, it was an issue too. So which one?
This was between Trump and Biden.
Mm-hmm.
See, here's what Trump done on a federal level. He don't the federal government control the post office?
Yeah. So
several months before the elections, he ordered to remove those damn machines, the process machines.
Right.
So when you used to get a mail in 2 to 3 days, now it took 7 days to get the mail.
Right.
So
that's not illegal, but that's shady business.
That's not illegal, but it's shady business.
Right. I think that go back to the Jay Morrison thing when we were saying it's not necessarily illegal what he did, but if you have to read what's in the contracts and read what you're donating to, and do some research on who you're giving your money to.
And say no overtime. And say remove those machines and no overtime. All right. So it just bottomed out the process. Right. At the same time this was happening, Brandon was in a state called Georgia. They say in Texas, they say, okay, they're gonna mail in the votes, but we need to make laws that the drop-off points, each instead of having 10, 20 in the county, let's make it 1. So a place like Houston got 5 million people. Everybody needs to use this one little box.
Right.
The mail-in vote. You see what I'm talking about, Brandon?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But see, they did that with laws, because laws could be crooked too.
Yeah. But I think that's what people don't understand. Like, just because a law is a law, don't make it wrong or right. You know what I'm saying?
It's the person who makes the laws. Now, Jesus did say one thing I don't like. And don't he say follow the laws?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna just take your word on that.
Yeah, but sometimes them laws ain't good.
Right. Depending on who the lawmaker is. Like we still got some. I'm pretty sure there's still interracial laws that saying you can't do that in some of our law books, I'm sure. Because I don't think they overturned all that stuff.
Maybe could have been Mississippi, could have been the last one. And they could have now this is hearsay. They could have done it in 2008.
Okay.
2009.
But I'm just saying, at one point that was illegal still, on the law books. But was people still doing it? Yeah.
And it still is illegal.
So it still is illegal, you think?
Let somebody call the cops. And it'd be 2 people at the house, one beautiful, one wonderful. It's legal on the books, but you about to have some preferred treatment about to happen to you.
Right, correct. I think we need to put that. We need to go down the list of wonderful, beautiful, all those, and put that on our community post so people know what we're talking about. Because I think that's a smart idea. But
that's how I got that from my sister when my nephew was like growing up. They take anything they hear.
Yeah.
So the code them out. They'll use those beautiful people over there, so he won't know what they're talking about.
Right.
Now, Brandon, we ain't gonna be over here too long. I had a whole presentation, but the guys, before you leave, Brandon, is your bank account giving out 4% for saving?
No.
Why not?
Why aren't they?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I guess they're not trying to get a bunch of new people to sign up. Well, what's going on? They got annual 4% annual on your money.
So Ally Bank, I bank with these guys.
You just started banking with them, or you've been banking with Ally?
For about 12, 13 years.
Oh, okay.
So they savings accounts. Let's see how much the savings are getting. I don't too much recommend savings, but the savings account is giving 4%. The money market account is giving 4.4. Why you say why?
Yeah.
Because a savings account, you only could do withdrawals and transfers. A money market account, it's the same withdrawals and transfers, but you get a checking account. You get checking with it.
Okay.
So you can give somebody a check if you need to give somebody some money.
Okay.
And savings account, you can't do that, can you?
I guess not. So I guess is a savings account just what it is what it sounds like? It's just for saving?
Yes.
Is that okay?
And a money market account is almost like a savings account with they save with risk, but there's really no risk if you got under a certain amount.
Yeah.
But it gives you a check or a debit card option. Do your savings account got a debit card, Brandon?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's separate, but no, not my savings.
Yeah, your checking account does.
Right, correct.
See, that's why I like money market accounts. It's like a savings account, but it give you a check. So if I have to pay, if I just say I move to a new place, have to pay rent, it'll come out. I'll write them a check, and that check will come out this money market account.
I got you. So you're doing the same thing Fresh and Fit doing. We're trying to get people signed up for credit cards.
No, I don't get no money for this.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
And
no,
also,
go ahead.
Also, they got CDs too. Now you could get 5% for. It's not a year, but it says a year. But you can get 5% for a year. That's pretty decent. Pretty decent change.
But do you think people want to hear about this information? I know they need to hear about it, but how do we excite people about saving money in a time where people love to spend money? Because it's not popular to save money. It's not popular to have your money stacked in the bank.
Because if you lose your job, the girls be stuck in wang wangs, and the guys will be stealing.
Right, correct.
Do you want that in your life?
But I guess people just think, that's never going to happen. I'm never going to lose my job, or I always have something to fall back on.
Oh, that's it. You see, stealing, that I can be faced with stealing.
Right.
A lot of things got to go wrong. I ain't above those stealing.
Right.
If I had to.
If you had to steal, this is hypothetically, and you say you need to pay a bill that was $500. What's your plan? And you got 3 days to steal something and make $500.
Now, Brett, that means I'm out of my money. I'm out of my family money.
Right.
I'm out of asking you money. So that's a long list.
Right. It is a long list
to get down to the point. So, but you had to come up on something. But it's a long list, you know what I'm saying?
But also, well, I should just give you that. But you have stuff you could sell, right? You said all. That's I know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it's important to have assets at your house that you can sell or pawn or something like that.
Or somebody. Before I had to do that, I'll reach out to Brandon. Let me get $500. I tell her I can't pay it back. If I ask you for $500, I can't pay it back because I sold everything. I sold everything. So I ain't above stealing. See, some people steal and they got it. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Or steal because they want it but don't need it.
Yeah, and they just see it and they know they can take it. And I don't know, it may be an adrenaline rush, it may be something we don't know about.
Brett, I got to pay a bill. This must be a bonds bill or something.
Right.
There ain't gonna be no bill or no car. That car, you just ain't gonna get the car. Yeah, let's talk about it.
Right.
You just ain't gonna get it. It got to be something they about to lock me up or something.
Right.
I
know. Go ahead.
Or you can't get an operation, like something like that.
Right. So would that be anytime? Because I know you don't do credit cards, or you're not trying to necessarily do that. But would you then think about doing a credit card?
What do you mean credit card?
Like if you down on your last, you got some bills to pay.
Brother, I'm $128 in the hole on my credit card right now.
Okay, so you're not, like I said, I'm not sure how.
But payday tomorrow though, it'll be gone.
Okay. Well, like I said, you should have a plan B and a plan C just in case something does happen, because things do come up, expenses come up, car stuff. You might have a flood in your house, a pipe burst. You have to have some money. You can't just live paycheck to paycheck without another plan, a plan B, a plan C.
I got two main bank accounts. I got the bank account that my pay stub goes in, and I got my emergency money bank account. The bank account that my paycheck goes in, I with $1,300 in saving and $200 and $260 in checking, with $300 something with a credit card bill. You see what
that's
what I'm
okay
saying?
Though, right? That's okay.
But see, that's my operating money. But in this account, I may have 6-7 months of income in there.
I got you.
But I don't touch this account. I live off that paycheck, that check account. Right. But every time I get paid, a small portion will leave there and go into this account or some type of investment, a small piece.
All right.
So, Brandon, when I said I don't got no money, how do you take that when I say that? I don't have no money. But
I mean, I when I hear that, I mean you don't have any money to blow. That's how I take it.
No money to who?
The blow, the spend on whatever you want to spend it on.
Well, I say I got the money. I'm in the negative, man.
well, I think I'm not gonna say most people are in the negative like that from time to time, but that's a common thing. That means you don't have money just to give away, or to just just go to Best Buy and buy whatever you want to buy. You want to buy a new TV. I mean, you could technically, right? Because you have a charge card, you could charge it, but you actually spending your money, you don't have it, so you're not going to be able to do it that way. But if you want something, yeah, they'll work with you. They'll line the debt up for you so you can get what you want and just be paying interest.
No. When I say I have $260 in my checking account, and my credit card bill $3 something, and I say I don't got no money.
You do have money though, but you owe somebody. But
you think I got enough to completely cover that credit card bill?
I think so, yeah. I think
I just said I had $260.
Most people, I'm not gonna say you lying about other money, but most people do have other assets and other money in other places. Not saying you have it hidden in the backyard or something like that, but if you had to come up with some more money, like if you had to and your life depended on it, yeah, you'll be able to pay that times 2.
Shit, most people don't got shit times 20.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I know that for a fact though, but that's what I'm saying. But still go ahead.
Most people don't have that, Brandon.
Okay, I know you're not most people, and that's why I asked you certain questions about money and what you do with it and how do you spend it.
Like this Ally is out. Do Ally got a physical bank, Brandon?
Their physical location, no.
So how if I had to, you see, it right. Blocks me off.
But how you can still go to an ATM, right?
I could, but I don't keep that card in my wallet.
I'm pretty sure there's a way that you can tie that to a Cash App or something like that.
Oh, yes, but it's a separation. So my paycheck money comes to the account. I'll blow every penny of that. But this is my my savings and my emergency fund. Yeah. So I keep those two accounts completely separate.
I got you. And does that work for you?
I think it'll work for most people if they do that.
Okay.
And that's what I promote. You want your savings or your emergency fund. You don't have easy access to it, but you can easily get to it.
I got you. So it does help you, you think, with spending and recklessly spending?
It helps me a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, because like I said, in my other savings account, I got $1,300. Ain't that, right. That's it. You know, I can spend. I don't want to spend that because I got a insurance payment $500 something coming up in 16 days. Right. But
so let me ask you this, because I guess a lot of people live in debt. Do you feel less stressed when you're not in debt? You have money in the bank. Or would you rather spend the money, have fun, doing whatever you're doing, and worry about it later? Because I think that's what a lot of people do. But
the problem is I don't have no money in the bank.
Okay, but not saying
I don't have no money in the bank, Brandon.
Okay, but you do have a net worth, and you're positive. Your net worth is positive.
Yes, but I don't have no money in the bank.
Okay, but you know what I mean, though.
Yeah.
Would you rather be a net worth positive or net worth negative and having fun? Like I say, it's probably some stuff that you would want to do.
I like to be positive.
Right. Because I guess you sleep better. You will be less stressed, and ultimately you may live longer doing it that way.
You give me $100,000 right now in cash, I still say I don't got no money, bro.
So you think that's a good way to operate? Just always operate like you don't have.
I don't want to operate like that.
But you do.
But I don't want to. Now you give me $1 million, I say I got some money.
Right, because I think the value of money has changed for us. So we know you could blow $100,000 in an hour if you wanted to, let alone a month or something like that.
Well, $100,000 ain't that a lot of money, brother?
It's not. Like I say, it's not, especially now. So you wouldn't feel comfortable going blowing that, but people do. Like that still is a lot of money to some people. Maybe in their 20s.
you lose your job, you got $100,000 in the bank, but you black and obese, and you don't get hired for 3 years. Is that a lot of money in the bank?
It's not a lot of money. That money will go fast.
See, that's what I'm saying. So I'm broke, man. I'm broken in a damn joke, man. I'm up here right now. This is the first time I said I gotta get my budget tight. I wrote down a list going to the grocery store. I bought some meat. I'll go bust it down tomorrow, Jack.
Right.
I ate pork. I was walking out. I saw a pork tenderloin this big, $2.50 a pound. I go bust that thing down, brother.
Right. And I think it's good to be more conscious about sales, and when meat is on market manager special, you go to Food Lion, so they'll market down because it's about to be old or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just smart to look for stuff like that to save you money, especially if you're gonna cook that night.
Yeah, I'm gonna bust it down and freeze it, make it into individual meal, make it to 2 meals that day and a lunch tomorrow. That's how I break it down.
Okay.
And I'm gonna bust it down.
Right. I need to get on doing some meal prep and stuff like that, but I don't know. I'm getting back to it's a flying. I'm getting back to a routine, like I said, get my daughter sleeping in her bed, waking up for school and stuff like that. So I'm finally starting to come around. So I'll finally be doing some more uploading on Instagram and getting our what was you about to say?
This week number 2 for your daughter?
Yeah. Well, is this week 2? Yeah, this week 2.
Oh, okay.
And they actually didn't have school today because of the hurricane. Hurricane came through, and she was actually sad about them canceling the school, which is
that's good. That's
right,
good.
Right. So, and what's tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, right? Yeah, I'm losing track of the days, but yeah, she'll go back to school Friday, and she's enjoying it. So,
well, that's a blessing. All right, Brady, you want to close us now? Could we talk a little bit after this goes off? We did.
Yeah. We'll do that. Thank you, guys. I know this is a short episode, and we didn't spend too much time talking about too many different things, but it's still a good conversation and some stuff that you need to know. But thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe watch some of our other videos. Louis, you want to say anything before we get out of here? With your dark setup.
Thanks.
It lightened up now. It lightened up a little bit.
No, it ain't. I think it done this once before, but it's all good. Y'all guys take it easy. Make sure you say your prayers tonight and be a blessing tomorrow.
For sure. Y'all take care.